Hello everyone, my name is Quynh, and in this video today, I will introduce with you the reading lesson. It is true for not given. And the reading lesson today is for the intermediate level. So now let's look at the table of content of the lesson today. The first, you have to know that's what are these questions, true, false, and not given. And the second thing, you have to understand the difference between true, false, not givens, and also I will give you uh, you have you see the difference for the answer, and then I will have you know some tip that have you some kind of tip that have you uh, do the exercise for reading true for not given letters. So and yeah, the last one is some exercise to have you practice. So now let's look at with the first question. What do you have to do for these questions? Okay, now let's look at some uh, let's look at the example here. You can see that with this article programmers plans. With the article, you need to read, and there will be some exercise on my right hand here. Okay, there are three questions. It is also the statement. You have to remember for each question of the statement. So, for example, with the first statement here, okay, you see that the scientists are using a technique from electronics to control space plane properly. It's a statement, okay, that you uh, have to read for detail to know that's what paragraph is following. Okay, and make sure that you understand the questions. Okay, so now let's look at how to know the difference between true, false, and not given. The first truth is the statement that you agree with the information. Okay, why I say that true is the statement agree. Yeah, of course, if the statement is true, then it will be exactly matched with the fact given in the reading test, right? But remember one thing that it does not mean that you have to write in exactly in the same way, because I think this not even the statement will be paraphrase of what it is and the text. So that is the reason why you have to read the question or the statement very carefully. What is for? Voice mean it is statement contradict the information. The context is mean an opposite to the information given in the test reading. And the last is not given. It's not given is mean there's no information in this text. You can see, you cannot see if the statement is true or false. It's not given, right? Okay, so now I will give you some tips to help you do exercise better. There are some tips for true for not given questions. The first is you have to spend time reading and analyzing the question. So why? Why you have to spending time to reading? Because reading the question and statement to make you understand what the author says and what is the question, and have to know which is following question. Okay. The second thing is find those words or synonyms. It means that you have to keywords. Yeah, you keep keywords, and maybe you can skim where the matching information in this text. Okay, and and when you skim and the keywords, you try to find the synonym of the words. Maybe it's better for you to compare with the paragraph and the statement. And the next is you have to matching the meaning. It means that you understanding statement and passage. Okay, you match it. And the last one is you have to look out for common terms. For example, like some, more, often, never. Because I think most of you usually forgot some words. And this is the reason why you have to wrong answer. You have no point for this question, so that be aware of some words, where so that can change the meaning of the sentence, right? Be aware of some words like some, more, often, never, or etc. Right. So now it's time for practice reading. Okay, you can see that there's reading true or not given, and with the article programmers place that I have so used before. Okay, normally the first questions like, yeah, the scientists are using a technique from electronic to control space plane. As I have told you before, you have to read the statement here really carefully. And the second thing is, what is that? You have to write out the keyword and skim what is keyword. So the keyword is with the first question is scientist, okay? Technique and special plane properties. Okay. Normally, with the first statement, it's following with the first paragraph here. So let's look at the first paragraph here. So you have to take time to rapidly reading the passage. So with the first paragraph, and you can see that so the scientist is mean biologist, right? It is similar to biology. So with the first statement here is follows or follow is a biologist. Okay, biologist. So I will note it here. Okay, biologists are creating its same modularity in way for its plants by designing chain circuits that control specific plant characteristics, color, size, and resistance to drought, you name it. Okay, it's follow this. So now with the biologists, it's matching with the standard. Okay, and modularity is what does it mean? Modularity is same technique as in a electronic control specific plans. So it's same like from electronic to control specific property. Okay, characteristics like color, size, it control specific land property. So with the first statement here, you have to matching with the first paragraph here, right? So if the statement, what do you think about the question number one here? True, false, or not given? Right, it's true. Why? Because you actually match the facts given in the reading right here. It is similar, okay? Exactly the same way. So the first sentences of statement here is true. Okay. You got it. So let's move to with the second statement. Some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. Okay, so it's the statement number 2. Here I will read the focus on the paragraph 2 here. Okay, so now I will highlight the keyword, right? Okay, the keyword is two, some, circus of mammals. Okay, so now reading the passage here and try to find more. Okay, so with news, more of today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms like E. coli or dust. Okay, so you can see that some is similar to the most of the synthetic biologists, right? It's not correct. It's a very different, right? Most is different some, but it's phone. Or yeah, you see that it's phone, but with the circus of mammals, you can see that the paragraph 2 here is mention something about the mammals, related news, and synthetic biology by the design of genetic circuits, just like electronic and control different function, and it can be easily organized and its symbol microorganisms. It is the most small modularities of the synthetic biology. So it not mentioned about the circus of mammal. Yeah, it's not true or false. So the answer is not given. It is you can not tell it is true or false because it not mentioned about the thin surface of mammals. Okay. So the next is statement number 3. More of synthetic biology work with mammals. More of you can see more of today's synthetic biologists is right? Work with simple microorganisms. Simple microorganism like E. coli or dust. It means the small plant. It's not a mammal. Mammal is big. So it true or not given or false? Yes, of course it's false, right? It's actually false because it's mentioned with the symbol microorganism like E. coli or dust, but not mentioned with a mammal, right? Here. So the answer is false because that is the opposite, okay? The opposite to the reading stats. You got it? Okay, it's so easy, right? So that is the end of the readings true false not given question today. So I hope you understand how to deal with the reading true false not given.